Hello friends, welcome to Learn Positive with Pradeep Kumar. If you are watching my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe and click the bell icon. Today's topic is Automobile Chassis and Transmission, Unit 1, Chassis Frame, Part 2. If you want to see previous videos, click the I button on the top of the video, and also if you want to see other subjects, please visit my channel and see all the videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Today's topic is Functions of Chassis Frame. First we are going to see about what is frame, and then we are going to see the functions of frame. Now what is frame? Frame is the backbone of the vehicle. Without frame we cannot build any vehicles, and all the parts of the chassis are mounted on the frame itself, and the front end of the frame carries the engine and rear end carries the rear axle housings and wheels and tires. The chassis frame must be strong enough to withstand the shock, twist, vibrations, stress and strain which is subjected to the load while the vehicle is moving on the road. The steering system, fuel system, battery, brake, shock absorbers are mounted in the chassis itself. And then the functions of frames are: it will support the engine, suspension and transmission systems. These three systems are the main important systems used in vehicles. So these systems are supported in the frame itself, and also it carries the weight of the passengers and the weight of the vehicle, and also the weight of the vehicle. And while traveling on the rough road, it withstands the bending moment and twisting moment, and also it resists the centrifugal force of the car while vehicle while turning in the taking a turn. And also it withstands the thrust, acceleration, braking, brake torque at sudden braking or accelerating due to uh, traveling at road. And also it acts as the base for mounting the fuel tank, batteries and other mounting units. And also it withstands the engine and transmission of the torque. It observes the vibration gaining from the engine and transmission system like gearbox, clutches. It observes the vibration and resist it. Now we are going to see the types of chassis frame. There are three types of chassis frame. The one is conventional frame, other one is semi-integral shape frame or off-frame vehicle, off-wheel construction, and third one is integral frame or unitized frame or fully constructed frames. Now see one by one detail. First one is conventional frame. So it is a simpler design. We can identify the frame easily. It also carries the engine, transmission system and the body in the frame. It is supported on the wheels and axles by means of suspension springs, and it consists of two long members and few cross members to provide strength and rigidity of the base for mounting parts. The left and right portion of the chassis is the longitudinal members, and the cross members are given in the diagram. So it gives the strength and rigidity for the chassis to withstand the vibrations and torque happen in the chassis. The frame is bent upward at rear and front to accommodate the suspension and momentum of the axles. You can see the bending portion of the front and rear portion in this diagram, and also the narrow portion in the front and rear. The narrow portion of the front side to have the better steering lock, and which gives a small turning radius of the vehicle. For the mounting, spring, shackle, bearings and bumper brackets are provided in the chassis frame, and these types of frames are used in trucks and buses like the goods transport vehicles and passenger transport vehicles. So generally for making frames in the shape of channel section, square section or box section, it is generally made with the steel members. The steel used for this frame buildup is mild steel with nickel alloy, and also carbon with the sheet steel. The mild steel nickel alloy is the about to 3% and the carbon is about 0.3% used in this type of chassis frame. And the next one is semi-integral chassis or off-frame chassis. So in this frame are made of full size of vehicle. The front of frame supports to the power unit, gearbox and steering system. It is shown in this diagram, the full of frame. So the front portion and rear portion is made up of full, and the center middle portion is due to the design of the vehicle we can extend with it, and also see the red color cross member and at the front and the rear. The front portion carries the power units like gearboxes, steering systems and the engine unit. The remaining rear of is combined with frames and bodies. It is shown as the yellow frames in this. By increasing the yellow frame, we can increase the length of the body of the vehicle we designed. The floor of the body acts as the off frame partly mounted on the front of frame. So with the help of the front of frame, we can increase the floor length by using the frame materials. Here a part of the chassis frame load is transferred to the body structure. So the part of the frame is carries the load given by the sudden torque and centrifugal forces, and it is transfer the forces to the body itself. And this type of construction is made in the cars, old type Fiat cars, but nowadays they are using integral frames. The next topic is integral frame or unitized frame or frameless constructions, full framed also. So the body and frames are a single form welded together. So they will construct the engine cabinet and the passenger cabinet and luggage cabinet separately and welded together to form the solid structure of the chassis and frame. And the chassis and frame are not a separate one, so it is inbuilt as the single body. The body itself takes all the load. It never splitted the load to the under chassis only. It also supports all the forces in the full body construction. The load is diffused through the whole structure and the body becomes lighter but stronger. So due to the distribution made under the collision, so the body will observe the collision at the front end or the rear end. It will not disturb the passenger cabin. So the collision made and the welded joints is separated. It is broken and separated the chassis from the collision, and the front end and luggage end is observing the vibration at the collision time. This is used in modern passenger cars, and also there is a different types of frame constructions they are using, like tubular frame sections to observe the sudden collision of the cars. Friends, if you like this video, give a thumbs up and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.